If you're losing distance, it's probably because you're not swinging with efficiency. And the truth is you've probably always swung inefficiently. Now you just don't get away with it as much. So the good news is I'm going to show you a really simple setup that can instantly add 20 yards to your drive. I see this just make players gain distance right away all the time. So the thing that you need to understand about this effortless power, where it really comes from, the enemy of the effortless power is this. This is the whole move that's killing all of your power, okay? So this is that chicken wing. Of course, what it does is it leaves that club face open, right? When that club face is open, of course, that's gonna put that glancing blow on the ball. You're not delivering all of the energy from the golf club to the golf ball. But the other thing to understand about it is it's not just about delivering all the energy and that it's that glancing blow. It actually slows the club down. Because when you've got that elbow up chicken wing position right here, as opposed to elbow down position, look how much further that club face, that club head has traveled right there. Elbow up, elbow down. So not only does elbow down and effortless power, forearm rollover release square up the club face at impact, but it actually adds speed. But you need to understand the chain reaction that's taking place here and how all these things work together. What happens is that when most players really struggle with getting enough turn in the backswing. Okay, I saw this all the time when we put players on the motion analysis when I owned my Golf Tech Learning Centers in Phoenix and Tucson. Low body rotation, hip and shoulder turn to the top of the swing. When you turn more, your hands are gonna go a little deeper behind you. You can swing that club path from the inside on the downswing. When you don't turn and start that backswing, the hands have to go somewhere. So if you go back and this shoulder stays pretty mobile and doesn't move, as you go back, the hands go up. Now you're in this position where all you can do is swing down over the top of it. When you swing down over the top of it, then you've got to kind of start holding that face open. So that chicken wing is a reaction to that over the top swing. The over the top swing is a reaction to that lack of turn in the backswing. Okay, so we're gonna do this little cheat move at setup here. And all that this is we start with the feet together, aim the face, always aim the face first. And now what I'm going to show you here is what's called a strong grip. It should be called a closed face grip. I'm trying to get in the habit of saying closed face, not strong. But what it means is we take this lead hand, move it over for a right-handed player over to the right on the grip of the club. So this V between this lead thumb and forefinger points towards this trail shoulder. That's a strong grip, because as we make this other adjustment that's going to help you swing that path more from the inside on the downswing, if you're not getting that face a little bit close to path, meaning face pointed towards a targeted impact, you're just going to block it straight to the right when you start coming more from the inside on the downswing. So we've got to get that strong grip that's going to help you square up the club face at impact. So those are that's the first adjustment, is that strong grip. Now we're going to go aim the face, strong grip. And if you want some free lessons on the grip, go to facefirstgolf.com. There's some real detailed lessons you can get for free there. So strong grip, and then we're going to go smaller step with the front foot, and then just a little bit bigger step with the trail foot, and we're going to drop that foot back a little bit. This is going to preset your turn so you don't have as far to go and you can get a little bit deeper hands at the top of the swing. When you combine the deeper hands at the top of the swing, which gets your swing path coming that little bit more from the inside on the downswing, with the strong grip that squares up the club face, that is where that effortless power comes from. And now you can start to get these arms a little more extended, get the toe of the club passing the heel of the club, and achieve that effortless power forearm rollover position there that gives the shot all of its pop. And then there's just this little hip bump that I like here. I'll show you this in just a second when we hit one, but a little hip bump that gives you a little spine tilt away from the target, because another big key here is coming through impact. We want to feel like we swing from low to high with driver. Driver's the only club. We catch the ball past the bottom of the swing arc on the upswing. That reduces backspin. When you combine coming from the inside more with a face that's squaring up, that already makes you hit it a lot further. When you start to swing more up at the ball instead of swinging down on it like players are when you swing over the top, you're swinging down at it. And when you start swinging more up at it, it reduces your backspin. So you have 3 factors that are working in your favor to create that instant distance that you can add with just these simple little setup changes. So we go back here, walk in, feet together, aim the face, put the ball in the center of your stance right here, because we're gonna take that little bit smaller step with the front foot, a little bit bigger step with the back foot. That positions the ball forward like we want with driver. So we're starting with the ball right in the center. Always aim the face first, then take your grip, okay? Now it's gonna be a little bit smaller step here, a little bit bigger step, and step it back just a little bit. Now this little hip bump right here. Now you're set up to swing up at it from the inside, and the strong grip's going to square up the club face. So let's just go through it in real time here. So we walk in, feet together, aim the face. Good, strong grip, smaller step, little bit bigger step, hip bump, and we are ready to go. And there's a little hot one right there. It's got that pretty pronounced right to left on it, right? And so not super high, but that is a hot one that's gonna run a mile. Let me take you through this one more time here. Walk in, feet together, aim the face, good strong grip, smaller step, a little bit bigger step, hip bump, and we are ready to go. And that one's got a little draw. I pushed it out there a little bit, but it's got a little draw on it, and it was hit really well. So the other question real quick here, before you go, let me talk about this, because everybody always asks this as soon as we talk about this. Everybody wants to know, does this work with irons too? And the answer is yes, you can do this with irons, but the adjustments are less pronounced, okay? So what I mean by that is, number one, the biggest thing with irons is that we need to position the ball more in the back, right? So start with your feet together and have that feeling of the ball more off of the center of your trail foot, because as we step forward and step back and close that stance a little bit, it moves the bottom of the swing arc back. And with these irons, you really want to have the ball position back a little bit. And the other adjustment that we make is that we step this back foot back less, okay? And we do equal steps. So we start here with the ball off the toe of the back foot. Now it's just equal step, and dropping this back, but we're dropping it back less than we would with driver. That's the only difference right here. And it's the same thing. You still want the club coming from the inside, and you want that effortless power, forearm rollover release, good strong grip. All of those things still apply. So the answer is you do it, but yes, but less. And the adjustment to the ball position, because we're hitting an iron and we no longer want to catch it on the upswing like we do with driver. So we start with the ball off that trail toe right there. Now we take that good strong grip. Now it's equal step, and drop this one back a little bit. And then it's just the same thing, and we are ready to go. Wow, that felt really good. It didn't quite turn over, had a really high trajectory. You know, sometimes when I'm talking through this stuff, it's hard to hit golf shots while you're talking through all this stuff, but that was a good, solid feeling, nice trajectory, didn't quite turn over, but you get the idea anyway. Yes, you can do this with irons. If you like this kind of stuff, hit like, hit subscribe, enable those alerts. I'm putting this stuff out all of the time, and trust me, you need to hear this like 100 times. Every time you hear it, it goes a little bit deeper in, it gets a little bit clearer. So those are the 3 real simple little adjustments that we make at setup that are going to add distance, get you that effortless power forearm rollover release, and this is going to help you hit the ball longer instantly.